They was like, well, we're waiting on your daughter's body to come through. I'm like, whoa.
Hello, what's the crack? What's the story? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out some crime reaction. This is murdered while filming TikTok, the Kalecia Williams story. Let's go.
This is the story of Kalecia Williams, a 16-year-old girl murdered while recording what would be her last TikTok video. Disclaimer, the video is to bring awareness to Kalecia Williams' story and meant to cause no harm. Please pray for the friends and the family of the victim. Atlanta, Georgia, gained national news in 2020 after a horrifying death of a young girl. In December 2020, Kalecia Williams, a 16-year-old high school student, received an invite to a party that was going to be held at an Airbnb. This party would be chaperoned by an adult. Kalecia's stepfather, Ronnie Savoy, encouraged her to go to the event since she had been confined to her house since the lockdown due to COVID-19.
He's supposed to be at an Airbnb with a couple of more friends from school and the mother. They'd have done this once before, so we was a little comfortable of letting her go the second time. And we spoke to the mother, and she said she was going to be there.
April Smith, Kalecia's mother, agreed with her daughter getting some time out of the house and enjoying herself. The chaperone informed Kalecia's parents that the event would be an Airbnb party for children and that she would be responsible for everything. The parents felt at ease and decided that sending Kalecia to spend the night would be good for her.
Excuse me.
At 12,
this all Airbnb party for children. What? Who books Airbnb for what? Is it me or just weird altogether? Just have a normal party in your house, like in a family house. Sorry, I'm probably just getting off topic. Let's get back. This sounded too weird to me.
12:02 a.m., Kalecia is seen performing a dance routine in her TikTok video when someone suddenly entered her room without knocking. The teen looked shocked and afraid, then suddenly stops filming her video. The sound of gunshots could be heard from her room a few minutes later. Partygoers were unaware of what happened to Kalecia. Two guys discovered Kalecia on the floor of her hotel room. They carried her to the elevator while holding her from behind and supporting her legs. As of 12:27 a.m., authorities had been notified about an earlier disturbance at Hyatt Regency. Following their arrival, the cops went to check on Kalecia. She wasn't breathing and had no pulse. She was then transferred to the hospital, where she remained for some time. The medical staff tried to save Kalecia's life but were unsuccessful. The 16-year-old was pronounced dead in the hospital. Kalecia's parents called the chaperone to check on the well-being of their child but were only informed about their child's death 8 hours after she passed. It was a shock to Kalecia's parents to learn of what had happened to their daughter. They were enraged because the chaperone had failed to tell them sooner of the occurrence.
The hotel room was in her name, so I feel like she...
Oh my days, imagine! 8 hours lit. Bro, that's your child. This rough.
should be held accountable for my daughter's death as well.
They didn't learn the group was staying at a Hyatt Regency until they received a horrific call the next day.
Like, this is the morgue. And I was like, the morgue? They was like, yes, ma'am. They was like, well, we're waiting on your daughter's body to come through. I'm like, whoa.
Kalecia's parents say that call didn't come until 8:45 a.m. The teen was pronounced dead at 12:23 in the morning.
Kalecia's parents were also unaware that the party had moved to Hyatt Regency Hotel instead of the Airbnb that was previously discussed. The parents felt like the chaperone should be held accountable for the tragedy that happened to their daughter, since she took responsibility for the safety of the children at the party, and her parents only allowed Kalecia to attend the party on the assurance that the chaperone would look after her. Atlanta Police Department reports that Kalecia knew her attacker. Anthony Grant, the police spokesman of the Atlanta Police Department, reported as follows. Preliminary investigation suggests that the victim was inside of a room at the Hyatt Regency with a juvenile male companion. A verbal dispute occurred between both parties which resulted in the juvenile male fatally shooting the victim. The juvenile is a 16-year-old boy, but identity is being concealed. The 16-year-old boy was taken into custody by Atlanta police and taken to Atlanta Police headquarters for additional questioning. At this time, the boy admitted to shooting Kalecia after they got into a heated argument. Police then arrested the boy and charged him with felony murder, aggravated assault, and possession of a gun by someone younger than 18 years of age. The defendant is now being tried in an Atlanta court pending the court's ultimate judgment. Kalecia's parents also hold the hotel staff responsible for her child's death, and they protested outside of the Hyatt Regency Hotel along with supporters to express their outrage at the hotel's negligence that resulted in their daughter's death.
What can the can they really blame the hotel though? Can they really? Come on, let's focus on the main problem here. Why is there a 16-year-old kid kind of going around? That's the main problem here. What can you say about the hotel? Obviously, this was meant to be happening in an Airbnb. The fact that I moved from an Airbnb to a hotel, it's already like why is it being moved? That's really messed up. This kid's a 16. When I was 15, 16, I couldn't even picture telling my parents I'm going to an Airbnb party. What? I don't care. They don't care if there's gonna be a parent there. If it's not gonna be happening in someone's house where they're used to. Was it just me? Am I just getting too old for this? Nah, but why is there a 16-year-old kid? He's ruined his life. He's ruined the poor girl's life. Look at the poor man. The United States of America, man. Bruv, you guys and your guns. See, again, I don't mind. Carry your gun, protect yourself. But yo, let's think about these kids, man. They're not really educated about all these guns, man. It's something that you wouldn't think of happening over here in the UK. How is that? Obviously over here people just gonna get stabbed instead. But it's just all messed up. Man, feel sorry for this woman. Sorry.
I want the surveillance footage of what happened. Who went in that room, who came out of that room, who was all there, what took place. I need to know what happened after she made that last TikTok video at 12:02 and she was dead at 12:23. I need answers from 12:02 to 12:23.
The family is deeply hurt by the passing of Kalecia Williams and promises to get justice for her. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.
I'm so sick of this here because people, now, after this happened, everyone's gonna care for 2-3 weeks max. The poor girl is gone forever. And the guy just ruined his own life. Man, people just need to just talk to these kids, man. What kind of argument could you have that you have to shoot someone? See you guys very soon. Bye-bye.